What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy Smoking. We back with another one. I'm thinking about throwing some rims and a lowering springs on this Lexus, man. So 2022 Lexus ISF IS350F Sport, man. Super clean. Spends most of the time in the garage, but really dope car. Now let's get to what we came here to see, baby. As you guys saw in the title, I went out and bought a brand new I said Lexus. Look at, I'm still trapped, man. Still trapped. But I went out and bought a brand new Audi RS5, and I am loving every single portion of this car, man. The looks, the speed, the interior, all the features it has. Like, this car is definitely way better than what I thought it was going to be. And I did a lot, and I do mean a lot of research on this car, its reliability, how reliable it is once you tune it, which companies you want to go with to stick with reliability when it comes to modifying and tuning the car, like everything, man. Like, I did so much research on this car, it's ridiculous. Just about as much as I did on the Lexus RCF. I kind of already knew the Lexus RCF was reliable because it was a Lexus, but I wanted to know a bunch of other things, like what did it compete with in its class, how fast can I make it, what can I do if I modded it, so on and so forth. So this car really just took me for a cake because of the speed it has, the capabilities it has, and all of the features that it has. So without further ado, let's jump into the video, show you guys what we got. Let's get it. All right, so first thing is the interior. The thing that I like about it, as you guys saw with my Lexus, I had to buy and add like all the carbon fiber pieces for the most part on the inside. They came with a couple, but this one has everything, man. Like, carbon fiber is everywhere. We got it right here. We got it all on the dash. It's all throughout the car, right? Center console, all of that, man. And the car just looks amazing, dude. Just like overall, it's so dope. I've driven this car probably about 500 miles so far since I've had it. I got it on, I believe, Tuesday of last week, and we're on, oh no, that'd be a week. We're on Tuesday as of today for this one, right? So we got the Alcantara inserts, kind of like how the Lexus had it as well too. And the leather, the back seats are spacious. I got more room in this car in the back for sure. Not a whole lot more, but it's definitely more roomy. You know what I mean? So I'm happy with that. And then let me show you guys the engine. Now, one of the things that I really want to touch on is because I've always wanted like a turbo / supercharged car, but I've always wanted like an all-wheel drive car. I've been looking for all-wheel drive cars for a while. I know everybody kept talking about the GTR, but I'm gonna let y'all know now, man. I love GTRs. I'm a huge fan of them. But one thing I'm not a fan of is looking like everybody else. I'm never like a person to follow trends. I like to stand out, man. I don't know, like even with girls, like I don't touch girls that other people had when I was younger and coming up before I got married and all of that stuff, man. Like, I'm just a person who likes rareness and exclusiveness, right? So I want to be different from everybody. I don't want to be walking around looking like everybody else. The Lexus RSF was one of those cars that fit what I like about cars. It was rare. It looked super dope. It has some speed and power to it. It checked all the boxes. The exact same thing with this car, man. It's an all-wheel drive car. It's twin turbo. You get a lot of power out of it, and I'm in love with it, man. I really am. So you guys won't see on this channel me unless I like absolutely have to, because we're running low on cars. But I've been buying cars since I was 19, and I've done it the exact same way every single time. I buy a car, fix it up, sell it. Buy a car, fix it up, sell it. I'm not a guy to hold on to cars too much. The two cars that I had the longest was my C7 Corvette, which was my favorite car to this day, and then the Lexus ICF, which I would say is my second favorite, not necessarily because of the car, but because of what I invested into it. I spent a lot of time on that car, so I kind of grew attached to it. But this thing is sick, dude. So we got an intake system coming in. I'll be picking that up tomorrow or Thursday. They say it's going to be in Thursday. I have a feeling it'll probably be in by tomorrow, but we'll see. Got a carbon fiber engine cover. That's something you get when you upgrade with the packages. I got the ceramic brakes on it. And then we got the carbon fiber engine cover as well too. As you guys can see, the ceramic brakes. Now, I will tell you guys, if you guys get one of these and you have the ceramic brake option on it, be very, very careful with your rim selection. If you're planning on putting rims on the car, because they'll fit the car and the place will sell them to you, But if they don't know that you have ceramic brakes, then it's not going to fit. It's not going to pass the caliber. So you have very little options when it comes to wheels, depending on how wide you want to go because of the brake calibers. So just keep that in mind. If you guys are considering buying one of these cars or something like that, you might want to go with the regular brakes if you're very picky with your rims and stuff like that. Because with the ceramic ones, as far as my taste goes, you're just not going to have a huge option as far as rims and stuff. So this is what the engine looks like, man. It's super dope, which I found kind of weird, but I did some research with Audi, is that it's like the engine is right here. Like with any other car, you know, it would throw off the balance of the car, especially being right here by the axle. But because the way Audi designed this car and built it is actually in the right spot, and it keeps the car balanced and very smooth. So pretty dope, pretty dope. All right, so the next thing is the trunk space. This thing has a massive trunk, man, a massive trunk. I'm not sure if this is really showing up good in some spots of these video that I'm shooting for you guys because the sun is like up and it's like causing a lot of shadows and stuff, but the trunk is massive, especially for a coupe, man, especially for a coupe. So if you were worrying about trunk space and all of that stuff with this car, you won't have a problem. I promise you that, especially being a coupe. I do all my vehicles are 2 doors, so this is probably the biggest trunk I've had out of all the cars that I've had. All right, guys, so to wrap up the video, this car is a 444 horsepower car, 442 pounds of torque stock. I just tuned this car yesterday with the stage 1 tune from 034 Motorsports, and I did the transmission as well too. We got the TCU tuned as well. So this car right now, if I go and put E85 in it, we'll be pushing 534 horsepower and I think 564 pounds of torque. So we're doing a lot when it comes to this. I'm going to go and put the stage 2 tune on it today. I wanted to try out the stage 1 first on the engine part. The stage, I only have a stage 1 for the transmission, but we're definitely going to probably add the stage 2 on today just to see how it goes. But I got some clips and videos of me already doing the launch with its stock and then launching it when the tune was done. And we got a ton of other videos that I've already recorded with this car that I have to edit and put up. So thank you guys so much for tuning into this video. I hope this answered a couple of questions for you guys. It gave you guys a visual. There's other things and features that are in the car, like massaging seats and all of that stuff. That's super dope, but and something I've never had as well too. But the heads-up display and all of that stuff, the features of the car are amazing. This is this particular build right here, brand new, is $93,000 and some change. With everything that's added on to it, obviously you can get them cheaper than that, but the car is amazing, man. Like I said, I put like 500, 600 miles on the car. I wouldn't be surprised if I'm at like 700 miles on the car because I've been driving it like nonstop, far places. I've been taking friends to see it and everything. This car is definitely amazing. When it comes to performance and all around, this is definitely a top 5 car for me for sure. So thank you guys for the support as always. And until the next one, have a blessed one. All right, deuces.